Hello, my name is Jamie Scott, and this is your nightly news update. With the election coming up this year, people on both sides of the political spectrum have been doing what they can to increase voter participation. This has been a big issue in recent years as many Americans, especially young adults, have not been fulfilling their civic duty. Companies like Facebook and Twitter have done what they can to combat this by putting advertisements on their sites to try to get people registered. Recently, though, an unexpected group has come forward to try to get people to the polls.
Earlier this week, a number of people were reported missing for short periods of time, some seemingly just vanished into thin air. We've received reports that these missing people were abducted by aliens, but, surprisingly, they were returned home safely, and we've heard that some of them were actually registered to vote by the aliens themselves. When most people think of alien abductions, I'm sure they don't picture the kind that promotes democracy, but I think everyone here would be happy with this encounter and not the probing and/or killing kind. We spoke to a man who says it was a pleasant experience and was actually grateful to the aliens for helping him realize how lucky he was to have the privilege of living in a country with a democracy.
I had never voted before, but the fact that these things came from halfway across the universe just to help us do this made me think I should really start voting. After it was all said and done, they just gently placed me on this field behind me, and I came out with a new sense of responsibility.
Though some of the abductees seem to get a different experience. Like this resident.
It was the worst night of my life. I think there was some sort of mistake or something because I've been registered to vote since I was 18. No, I tried to tell them over and over again that I was already registered to vote and they could just bring me back to Earth, but they just sort of looked at each other and looked confused. Or as confused as an alien could look, I guess. So then I blacked out and I woke up in this dark room all by myself, and the aliens would just come and jab me with needles the size of like chopsticks every so often.
Our team on the ground was lucky enough to find one of these horrible-looking creatures and even got an interview. We've decided to blur their face due to their disturbing appearance.
So we were flying past this planet that I think you guys called Jupiter when we intercepted one of your so-called television broadcasts that was talking about how a lot of your people don't exercise their right to vote. After that, we saw all the other messed up stuff going on, so we decided to come down and intervene. Like seriously, you guys are still driving your cars? Our democracy back home has been around for almost 4 million years at this point, so we know how important it is to get people voting. And overall, I think it's been pretty productive. We've gotten a lot of people registered to vote.
While we don't know how long they plan on staying here, everyone here at New Paltz News is certainly glad that they haven't used their alien technology to wipe us out of existence with a press of a button.
For more information on how to get registered to vote and finding your polling place, visit vote.org. This is Jamie Scott, signing off.